events that you call center?
So the cost, like I said before, is $425 a month. And if those of you who've been doing it know we used to charge weekly, which it was just a pain in the ass to charge weekly. So now we do $425 a month, which works out to, I think it's $100 less a year by doing the $425 a month. But if you book one sale, you pay for it. And everything else for the rest of the year is free. And I know we've tested some other call centers, and obviously I priced out a lot of other call centers doing this to make sure we were going to be competitive. And for the service we're providing, that's upwards of $2,500 to $3,000 a month if you were to utilize it at another call center. So we've stripped everything out of it as far as price. But again, moving on. All right, direct shipping opportunity. All right, so I was super excited when Joe rolled out Tranquility, because one of the hardest part for me in this business, which is kind of ironic being that I came from the moving and storage industry, was the delivery and logistics portion of the business. Getting what I was selling into the end user's hands, it seemed to just be burning up all my time. Like, it just seems like 90% of my time for the first 3 years was in that part of the world. And obviously we didn't have a call center and all those things before this. So all of my time was being spent there and not trying to build the business or bettering our business or anything along those lines. We were just getting pounded, right? So when Joe introduced Tranquility, it got me really thinking of like how much, because they're good beds, right? Tranquility, Maloof, all the stuff we have to offer, they're really good beds. They're very competitively priced. And obviously now they're known in the market. The idea of a bed in a box is not foreign to people anymore. It's accepted, and people understand the pricing structure and understand that there will be a box that shows up at their doorstep. So Justine and I got super psyched, and we're like, man, maybe we can figure out a way to really incorporate that into our mix and push it to customers and let them understand what it is. So to start off the conversation, I want to make sure that we all understand what options we have. I kind of just called up people at random to ask them, hey, do you know what direct ship options we have prior to this conference? And nobody knew this. Like, no, I didn't know this, so nobody knew all the options. So we have 14 Tranquility mattresses that we can direct ship. Now some of you may be shaking your heads, so I don't have 14 options. So something that we've been testing in Austin and a couple other markets is a bed to replace the Molly and the Holly. Right? And though we never be replaced, Joe, right? Everybody loves the Molly and Holly. But I think we've all had the issue. We're trying to sell a $199, $299 mattress, and then we hit them with a $75 delivery charge, right? That's fun when a third of your price is in the delivery situation. So very happy to announce, and I think the Inc. signed on this just like a day or two ago, that that's going to be offered for everybody. 2 replacement beds for the Holly and the Molly that are priced, I think, Hallie, I'm sorry. Hallie, sorry. The Hallie and the Molly. I don't sell them anymore, so it's been a while. So the Hallie and the Molly, they can be replaced. They don't have to be. They can be replaced by 2 beds from Tranquility that, quite frankly, I think blow the doors off of those 2. But they can be direct shipped. So now you can offer that, $229, $250, $200 mattress, and be able to say, yeah, and that's it. And we can ship it right to your door, and you never have to touch the bed again. And I think that's a key component. You never touch it. You're a conduit for selling beds, okay? So there's gonna be 2 mattresses available. One's an all memory, actually one's a memory foam mattress and one is just a foam. But I'm sure they'll be in and around for someone to see. We're gonna bring them to the winter conference?
Yeah, I'll have them at the winter conference.
Okay.
Chris and Andrew and I test marketed these beds. They have been huge for us. It's not a big money maker, but it's not a money loser like it used to be. People love the fact that it's just a twin mattress. It's one on a bus, goes into their house. They don't have to wait for a delivery guy. They don't pay that extra money. So their net cost is a whole lot less. And guys, it really, really does work. One is like all foam. It's like a foam floor bed. One's a foam floor with an 1.5 inch of every floor.
Right. And they're good beds. They're genuinely good beds, right? So it's a nice step down from the 8-inch. All right, Maloof, we have 7 mattress options that we can deliver. Everybody probably already knows can't deliver the 14-inch anymore, which kind of stinks.
Just King.
Just King.
Yeah, sorry, the 14-inch King. The 14-inch King Maloof, you cannot direct ship. Anymore, yeah, you can't do it. All right, Symbol. Many folks don't know this. Symbol has two options that they can direct ship anywhere in the lower 48, right? So, and those two beds are badass. We now have them. Look, I see some head shaking in the back. Those are great beds. And I didn't mention it. The pricing for Tranquility's landed. You have to pay a delivery charge with Maloof, and the pricing for Symbol is also landed. Inamax. They have two mattresses, right? The air beds, two beds that can direct ship, right? They have three beds. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. That was before I did this before I knew they had a third. Right? So they have three mattresses that can direct ship. Instant Comfort. They have three mattresses that can direct ship. Now, Inamax, which is kind of unique to what they do, it comes already prepared, right? So it comes out of the box, you turn it on, you hit the inflate, you got a bed. Now, I'm not saying I'll get into when I recommend utilizing this in a second. I just want to make sure you guys know your options. IntelliBed, kind of a case-by-case basis, but if you call and talk to Sam prior to a sale and say, hey, this is further out than my delivery company will go or something along those lines, he will set it up so he can do it as well. And he actually has a way he can set it up so the beds will get inside the home. So it's a full setup. All right, benefits. I think it's pretty easy. It's super easy to use, and I think this is self-explanatory. There's no delivery problems, and it's not a zero-sum game. Okay, just by offering a direct ship, right, and saying, hey, we have this. Even if you're offering a direct ship on a bed that's, 300-400 pounds and a $3,000 mattress, the direct ship option may be right for that customer, right? It might not be, but it's not a zero-sum game. Just because you offer one thing doesn't mean you're taking the other thing off the table, right? So if you're not offering it, you're completely missing the boat. You may have a customer that's looking at your beds and they're going, oh man, I'd love to have this in my cabin. But man, my cabin's like 7 hours away. They'll walk over to you, hey, do you guys do delivery 7 hours away? Oh, I'm sorry, we can't do that. You just lost the opportunity. Make sure they know, I'm sure you love the IntelliBed. I know you're 7 hours away, we can direct ship it to you. Oh, cool. Right, now you have this awesome option to be able to get this really nice high-end bed somewhere where you want it. Okay, and you're giving your customers more options. Obviously, you have the ability to sell to the price-conscious shopper, that person who's walking in that we've all had, right? Where's your cheapest stuff? Right? And I'm sure some of us don't treat that person with as much respect as maybe they deserve. And they walk to the back and they go, okay, $300, that's in my price range. And then you hit them with a $75, $100, $125 for some folks delivery charge. Well, holy crap, this has went from a $300 bed to a $450 bed. I'm out of here. Now you can say, you know what, actually I can deliver this one straight to your door. You're going to have it in about 5 days. How's that work? You wrap it up. It saves them a ton of money. Obviously less expensive for the customer. The customer gets the bed faster, so if you have a customer that needs a bed in a week, this is another very good option because sometimes they can get it out in less than 5 days. So it's a much quicker turn, and you'll get the FedEx tracking numbers. You can give your customer and say, hey, I put the order in, here's a tracking number, and now they have the ability to do it instead of calling you every 5 minutes, okay? This one is huge. I don't know, hit the pointer. But here it is. Buy and hold customers. We've all had that customer. That's the customer that says, oh, I would love to have one of these, but I'm not moving into my house for another 6 months, right? And now what do? Right? Because now you have to deliver that bed in 6 months, but you don't have a truck going that way. So again, your logistics are a nightmare trying to figure out how to get it there. I've seen the emails that come across that say, hey, when am I going to get my bed? And you're sitting there scrambling because you have no idea how the hell you're going to get them their bed. If you have that customer, get them on a Tranquility bed, get them on a Maloof, get them on a direct ship, and just tell them, yeah, we can sell you a bed in 6 months. You know what? Matter of fact, I can just put it in my calendar, and in 6 months I'll order it and I'll ship it directly to your house. Now you're not dealing with it. Same thing with layaway. If you're still doing layaways, and we still are, we do all the financing, but every once in a while we'll get a layaway. Instead of trying to figure out your logistics situation on how you're going to deliver it, well, now you have an option. Now you don't have to worry about delivery. Just order it, it goes right to them. Layaways just became very easy, okay? Obviously in the customer contraction package. All right, how to promote it. You've probably heard this a lot at this convention. Talk about it early. Let people know that you have it at the parent meeting. Right? Make sure people know that, hey, this will be an option. I bring it up at every single parent meeting that we have. I'm sure you guys get the question, what can you guys do for my family member that lives out of town or in a city next door? Well, it's a great option, right? This is how I answer that question. We put free direct ship on our price cards, and we target that either to our low-end mattresses, so our 8-inch and now our 6-inch that we have, We put that on the price card, free direct shipping. And you don't think their eyes pop out and they say, oh, we're more like this one. And they start trying to find the free direct ship beds. Well, we also do it on our higher end beds, right? We do it on our Maloof and our Tranquility, the 14-inch. And you'd be amazed, and I think it's subconscious, how people look for that. And all of a sudden, the people looking to spend $3,000, $4,000 are looking around for the free button. They're kind of, oh, free to live, oh, that's cool. Let me hop on that bed. And guess what? We set those things along where our high profitability beds are, right? We make a good rip on Tranquility and on Maloof. So now they're hopping around on our high-end mattresses, and they're picking those because it has a free delivery. And sure, maybe at the end of the day, they want it delivered, and on a $2,000 rip, we don't have a problem giving them a $75 free delivery. Actually, Andrew talked me into that option. Smart Base is your friend. Obviously, shipping a box spring is a little bit difficult, right? I can tell you very honestly, we've run, I don't know how many sales in Austin and Houston. We have sold a grand total of 65 box springs this year. That's how many box springs that we have sold in Austin. That we push the crap out of Smart Bases. Okay? We push the crap out of it. It's in my opinion, it's a better product. Right? It's less components. When and if they move, all they gotta do is fold it up and take it with them. It is a great product, and in my opinion, it's better than having a frame and a box spring. It gives them more room. You know the story of the Smart Base. And obviously, we can direct ship it. Great option for customers on layaway. I already told you that. Out of town family members. All right, so I want to stress this, and I only have a couple more minutes. So when we looked at this, just C and I'd say 2 years ago, we were only direct shipping maybe 5% of our business. It was something we did, but we kind of did it casually. When we actually introduced it to our sales staff and used it as a tool, it went from that 5%. Now we're direct shipping just about 40% of our business, right? What does that mean? That means 4 out of every 10 beds that we sell, we never touch. Never touch it. There is no delivery company to worry about. There is no, hey, where is my bed? There is no, when is my bed getting here? There's no delivery company calling me, well, they do, but with less beds. You know, hey, how are we going to get this out to the customer? We just don't have it. So just by doing that, we cut down on our own problems. And we're looking to expand that. We're looking to bring more of these in. So that's all I got to say. Are there any questions as far as how we utilize it or how it gets utilized or anything along those lines? Yep.
When you push the Smart Bases, when the idea of a headboard comes up, you guys just do you have it displayed with those headboard brackets that are optional?
We don't. We just tell them we have them and they're optional.
Talk about it.
Yeah. It's that simple. When they say, hey, if we put a headboard on it, we just say, oh, we can order it with brackets. It's like it's an extra couple bucks for it. Yeah, I think we charge $20.
Chris and I found that Smart Base on the Maloof, the LT.
Yep.
Comes with headboard brackets on it.
Yes. Yep.
So just, if someone needs that, you can do it. And I don't know if you guys know, but a Smart Base will fit inside a regular wood headboard switchboard and rail spring. You just take this last one, it's right down inside.
Yep. And we do the same thing.
You'll never squeeze, and it's just a good option.
Yeah.
for anybody.
And we do the same thing Andrew does as far as using the Tranquility bases for direct ship. We use Maloof when we're delivering. And one other thing before I turn it over, it's important to note that you can direct ship your sheets, your pillows, your protectors, all of that stuff. So I mentioned this for folks that are struggling with delivery right now, or maybe it's a little bit of an issue, and you haven't figured out, or maybe you don't have the cash to buy all the volume you might need to bring to the sale, or maybe you don't have enough room on your truck. That's an option for you. If your delivery company cannot figure out how the hell to get all the little accessory products out to your customer, and it's a constant headache, and you're finding yourself comping a lot of stuff because, oh hey, my mattress protector didn't show up, or oh hey, my pillow didn't show up, you have options. Now with Maloof, you're going to lose a little bit of a portion of your profit. With Tranquility, they have pillows and sheets and protectors as well, and their pricing is landed. So it is a nice option. You can make kind of the assessment on their quality and value and all that kind of stuff. But it is an option. There's no reason not to use it if you have to. So
everybody will get an email this coming week on the new Tranquility deal. Pillows, protectors, sheets, and the new lumber and the other bed. All the prices you see on there, they're going to be a little bit higher than Maloof, but they're a landed price for the customer. It includes all the shipping, so take a look at those.